as you can see, this is not typical Housewives that we are talking about. These are not typical. In the sense, as I said, that, yes, okay, they're suburban, and yes, they've got careers and husbands and all that kind of stuff, and problems and medical things, or already, like, they're nudging each other and being like, okay, what intro is he doing here? But when you hear their music and when you hear what they're talking about and how they're talking about it, I think you'll find that it's not quite the picture you will get of a typical quote-unquote housewife. So, first of all, I want to welcome two of the members of the band in studio with me. I've got Gillian, and I do not remember your last name, I'm sorry.
Gillian Crane.
Gillian Crane.
We call her Misbehavin'.
Misbehavin'.
Yeah, Misbehavin'.
Got it. And she is the keyboardist for the group. Am I?
Yep. Oh, and I sing.
Wow, I remembered that from 30 seconds ago. I can't believe it.
Pretty good.
She dances. She does a mean jump up and down dance all over
baby,
the
oh,
baby.
baby.
Oh, baby. Okay. And the other person that you heard jumping in there is Joy Rose, who
actually,
is...
I am the main jumper, actually. She jumps behind me.
I pretend, you know.
No, she's taller. She's like twice my height, you know, so...
Wow.
I have to wear my giant fuzzy slipper paint cans to really be seen with her on stage.
She's only fallen off of those paint cans once.
Unfortunately, that was not the time at Giant Stadium. That was a much smaller stage where I actually did fall into the audience's lap, banged my head on their knee, but got up to finish the show.
Wait, actually, when were you at... I mean, I read this on the site, but when were you at Giant Stadium?
You didn't read.
No, I saw that on your website.
You didn't read. I sent you a bio, I sent you a press kit, and you did not read it, did you? Admit it.
How would I know that you were at Giant Stadium before you said it?
How would I have quoted? Memorized, baby.
She holds people.
I quoted you saying how you got the name of the band when you were talking to
How
a
did
reporter.
I get the name?
Well, it was half. It was like Prozac about being happy.
I
just read it like 2 minutes ago. You expect me to remember that?
Housewives on Prozac came to me in a dream.
Dream, yes.
Oh,
hold on. Let's read it together. I read it earlier in the
Giant
segment.
Stadium. Giant Stadium. I made him nervous. He's rifling through papers
now. With a real rifle, so be good.
I like the way he has this table filled with chocolate. Like we're all supposed to get juiced up on sugar here.
We're actually left over from Halloween, so
that's
there's actually a pin in one of the.
Oh my god!
excellent. Prozac in there, or was that without Prozac?
These are prednisone. So
good. Oh, that's serious.
See, that was from the quote. I told you.
All right. Well, you notice my voice is getting deeper.
Okay, Giant Stadium.
We
played at Giant Stadium for the Lupus Alliance.
The Lupus Alliance.
It's actually called the ALR, Woody Johnson's organization. He is one of the owners of the Giants, the New York Giants.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the Jets.
Well,
Jets.
Another sucky team.
We watch a lot of football.
I'm gonna bang my can.
That was
my can?
It was a Jet.
Oh, no,
sorry.
you
want to try the comedy bell? It's more effective. Here's the comedy bell.
I don't like that.
You don't like the comedy?
No, I like my pan better.
Wow.
This is a little butter dish that I use for making melted butter.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and my tube of lipstick you can't see because we're not on actual visual right now.
But it's very crusty and
my lipstick's red.
Oh yes, it's beautiful.
But the Giant Stadium gig was a lot of fun because we were actually on a stage in Giant Stadium with people there.
That's why you were excited because it was Giant Stadium. You thought it was the Giant.
But there was a giant Lupus-a-thon at Giant Stadium.
It was a walk-a-thon with thousands of people.
Money.
Wow.
Trying to raise
money.
All going,
ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah,
right
I've always thought that the Lupus Alliance should actually have a contest to see who can get out of bed that day.
Who can sleep the longest instead of walk for the furthest.
Yeah, because we're making light of it, but it's actually very serious. And you can make light of things if you've actually experienced them. And since I have, I can talk about it. But this was a giant walk-a-thon. They raised a ton of money. I'm really good with numbers. It was, had at least a few zeros.
$1 billion.
And Woody Johnson, who's done amazing things, and now he sponsors Scotch. He's got a whole town in New Jersey named after him.
Oh my.
Anyway,
I'm not sure if I would feel good coming from a town called Woody Johnson. It's like two puns in one.
Well, but it was a good gig.
He gets it.
It was a great gig. We had This is Featherboy. Have you met Featherboy?
No, I have not. What is a Featherboy? We have another guest in studio, Featherboy, who is, how old are you?
I'm 12.
And how old are you, Joy? No, it's okay.
Oh, that's okay. I tell everybody. I'm 40. No, I'm 46. Listen, I have a T-shirt that says women do not have an expiration date, and you cannot wear a T-shirt that says women do not have an expiration date if you're afraid to admit your age.
Exactly. I'm 72, and I feel free to tell everybody all the time.
Well, you don't look a day over.
Thank you. If you want to see what we look like, you can look us up at www. Can I say that?
Please.
Housewives on Prozac. Prozac.com.
Housewives on Prozac.com. But Heather Boy or Feather Boy?
Feather Boy.
Is
actually
related.
Feather Fortune Boy.
Feather. Where does this come? What is that nickname
this is
from?
her illegitimate adopted child.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Feather Boy, because you see his. Well, tell them all the nationalities you are.
Well, I'm African, Italian, Irish, Scottish, Native American.
Joe, hide your wallet. No.
And I think that about sums it up.
So we adopted him
From China, and so Fortune Cookie comes from China.
So it's Fortune Cookie. So his nickname, though, Feather,
Fortune.
because he's also partially Native American. So it's Feather Fortune Cookie, but we leave the cookie part out because he's so
We just
yummy.
call him
I
Cookie
wanna
for
eat
short.
him. Yum, 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 yum.
Well, welcome. Do you actually go on stage, or do you kind of just grouping with the...
We try to keep him in a
Dances.
cage on the side.
all the children dance.
We keep all our children in cages, actually.
Yeah.
Before I forget, we have the 3 people in studio here. It's okay. This is actually being piped into Neverland, so we're totally good. We do have another member of the Housewives on the phone with us. Before we forget, before we leave her out, it's Donna. And Donna, you there, Donna?
Hey guys, how are you?
Donna!
Donna is hot. You guys
Can
need
you
to check
hear
out the
me?
website.
Donna, can you hear me?
This is like a super conference call or
This
something.
is so cool, isn't it?
Awesome.
Could you hear us in the headphones before?
I can hear you through my phone.
No, could you hear her before? Oh, yeah, through your phone. Could you hear before you came on air?
No.
Oh.
Well, you missed
So
all
you
the
didn't
best.
know about
no,
you know about Gillian's
I heard
son,
everything you guys
Feather
were
Boy?
doing. I heard everything you guys were saying.
Did you hear about Gillian's son, Feather Boy?
I did.
I know.
Good.
I bet you were surprised.
Very interesting.
Is that
know.
all true? Is that the actual true story about China and all that?
Everything is true.
Okay. Just so I am my own wife.
Bell.
Nothing
Give me that bell.
Here's the comedy bell.
All right, here we go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, now Donna, remind me, what instrument do you play?
I played the drums.
Cool. Now, I'm sure you've asked this question by every idiot radio and print journalist, but a girl playing drums, yada yada yada. What made you choose that instrument? I mean, did you see the Bangles doing it? Did you see going beyond that to the Shags, or what?
John Bonham from Led Zeppelin.
There you
He
go.
was my hero.
All
and
right.
she
No
plays
Bangles.
like
The one-armed John Bonham or his dad?
No, John Bonham from Led Zeppelin.
Right.
You know, it was just something I always wanted to do. I just woke up and wanted to play the drums. My mom bought me a piano and a guitar, and I played them for a week, and I kept saying, I want the drums, I want the drums. It was just innate in me. I just always wanted to play them.
And you were able to find bands, and from about what age on were you really part of the music scene?
I started playing out in New York City about when I was 18. So
Okay.
I really didn't have any trouble finding bands
So
because New
she's
York
been
City is the
she's been
capital.
playing about 40 years. That means in the music scene, right, Donna?
40 years. Sure.
Now, how did you guys hook up with? I mean, how did all the members of the band? Because you're the leader. You founded it, basically.
Yeah, but Donna basically mugged me one night on the street in New York, ripped me off, took my wallet, and
Yeah.
and
And
when
I thought she was beautiful, and I decided to just hang out with her after that.
she
so.
kissed me, and I woke up and
Oh, actually, our listeners really want to hear more about this. This is
The kissing.
hot lesbo action right here on Dave's Gone By.
There you go.
Excellent. Excellent.
you're making Feather Boy blush here.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's got the videos.
Donna, you've got to check Donna out on the website. Donna is so gorgeous, but she plays like a man. And Donna, I think you'd be complimented by me saying that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, honey.
Yeah,
Thank you.
she plays like a man. So, but
So we might as
yeah.
well get to actually the founding of the band. What was it, 1997, 98?
98, yeah.
98. You
Yeah.
were.
well, I was.
This is Joy, by the way.
You
talking.
were workshopping the first production.
Yeah, I don't know how. See, I don't know whether to give him the real story or the story of in my mind. Today.
Which one is funnier?
Give him the real.
Okay.
Well, the real story. Okay, I'll give you the real story, and then I might fragmentize off. But the real story is in 98. I was originally playing with another housewife in church basements in Westchester, and I started the band after I was diagnosed. I'd been diagnosed in 94 with lupus, and was very, very sick for a number of years, and the band actually was, or the idea of music was a way for me to heal. So I started the band playing in church basements, and then I don't know, we started getting good, and I was bit by the bug again, and I had done disco music in the 80s and art rock in the 80s, and I was on fire, and the next thing you know, I wrote this rock musical, and when I wrote the rock musical, all of a sudden the other housewife and I were really out of our league, and since she kind of, wanted to go her own way because she hadn't acted and she hadn't really been professionally on stages before, and once I was taking it to New York City and getting real with it, she was kind of nervous. So Gillian kind of came into my life. She saw my car driving around.
Saw the bumper sticker on this car that said Housewives on Prozac.com, and I went home to look it up. I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And so she came on as a guest bongo player, actually, originally.
That's right. Jillian's an excellent bongo player.
No, when I first met Gillian, I said, Gillian, I know you're a great singer. A friend had introduced us, and I was really honored to be. I was honored to be playing with her. She had toured nationally. She'd played Madison Square Garden as Miss Frizzle with the tour of the
Magic School Bus. If you know that cartoon from way back when.
No.
So I was completely thrilled that she's a trained opera singer and she was going to sing with me. But we had to round the band out. I said, "Do you play percussion? Maybe any instruments like that?" She said, "Sure, I play bongos."
Any good performer knows you have to just say yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She pulls the bongos out of the closet.
Roller skating. Yes, of course. Yeah.
This was her.
And I would go bongo 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 bongo
bongo bongo. So, needless to say, I had to get a drummer.
Oh.
And I'd written this rock musical, and I'd got...
What was it called?
Shut Up and Drive.
Shut Up and Drive. And Donna came down to the audition in New York City out of Backstage magazine, and she walked in. And Gillian, you were at the auditions, right?
She was scary.
I was afraid of her.
You weren't at that one, Jilly.
No, I wasn't at that one. But I've heard the story so many times, I feel like I was there.
You were at the second one.
Donna walks in dressed in black leather, or maybe it wasn't leather, but it looked like leather. And it looked like she had spikes, the punk spikes, and her dark hair slicked back, and she's beating on these drums like a man, and I swear I ran out of the room with my tail between my legs. I said I could never play with that woman, I'm too afraid. And
my accent scared her.
Your accent, too.
Yeah.
Sing a little of your solo that you do with the band.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wait, say your famous Jingle Balls line.
Okay.
Oh, Jingle Balls.
It's okay. That was our engineer having a coronary and lupus at the same time.
Oh, Jingle Balls. I love it, she says.
We did this whole skit, where we're hanging the tree with the decorations.
Mo Tucker there,
yeah, exactly. Anyway, but everyone in the room when Donna played was bowled over, and I of course I was bowled over because she's an amazing player. I mean, she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal.
Thanks,
well, it's true. And anyway, so needless to say, the next day we called her up and said, "Would you like to play with us?" And she's been a core member of Housewives ever since. We couldn't live without her. We couldn't play without her.
That first production that we did was just, I couldn't wait to go to work every day. And that's when we, developed our bond, and it just stayed,
And where was Shut Up and Drive done? Do you remember?
I remember. It was done. I'm just thinking about your comments just then, Donna. I was going to say something.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Well, yeah.
No, I was just going to say that's before she started dreading coming to work when we started dragging her all over. Crazy gigs that we do. Everything from shopping malls to PTA fundraisers to New York City
done
nightclubs.
It all.
Syracuse, Buffalo.
Yeah, but
Kentucky.
That
outside, inside, uptown, downtown.
You got it.
But have you actually to just veer you off track a little bit? Have you done outside New York? Have you done a tour?
Oh yeah.
Some kind of tour circuit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And we did just get a little record label deal with this Christmas song. So, I consider an original band, with a bunch of vagabond housewives, lesbians, and whatnots, with Featherboy in tow, getting a record deal, is pretty amazing.
Well, what is the label?
It's BT Puppy. And they're the original Tokens, the In the Jungle.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, so that's them. And they signed us. They produced some amazing girl acts through the 60s, 70s, 80s. And
did you tie a yellow ribbon?
They produced that.
We'll forgive them.
Yeah, but hey, it made a dime or two.
Yeah.
It also sent a few people to the insane asylum, but
probably.
But anyway, so that's our label, and they released the Christmas song, I Broke My Arm Christmas Shopping at the Mall, and
actually, that's a pretty good lead-in. Joe, can we hear I Broke My Arm? We played it last week. We'll play it again. This is on the new label now. This is on BT Puppy label, which is available on their website or...
it's available on the website. You can buy it at cdbaby.com. It's distributed, I believe, at this point digitally on the internet and BT Puppy Records. But you can buy it at www.housewivesonprozac.com as well.
Cool. I Broke My Arm Christmas Shopping at the Mall. Oh, yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
What'd you say, Don?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And Happy Hanukkah.
And Happy Hanukkah.
And Happy Hanukkah.
So,
yeah.
I Broke My Arm Christmas Shopping at the Mall from Housewives on Prozac. We're here with 2.5 of the members of the band, Joy Rose, Gillian,
Crane like the bird.
Gillian Crane.
Like on my shirt.
I'll ask you three more.
Just call her
Misbehaven.
Misbehaven.
Feather Boy, Feather Duster Boy, Feather something.
Feather Fortune
Feather
Boy.
Chinese cookie fortune thing boy.
Right.
He's lucky, lucky Tom.
And Donna, the drummer, on the phone. Hi, Donna.
How you doing?
Okay, we're still all here.
I'm
Great. Still gonna target this one at Joy though, because as a songwriter, you spoke about getting the band together. But sounds like you've been writing songs for a while back, and I'm wondering how those come to you and when you started realizing you were doing that, and when you realized that the type of songs you were writing were falling into a certain sound and pattern that would become Housewives.
Well, that's a good question. Ooh, can I have a little choir, Gillian? Like a little angelic choir? I was lying on my bed.
I like the story already.
I was sick and I was feeling bad. And I prayed out to God and I said, God, find me. God, help me. I said, I've only written lyrics up to this point. I said, I've done the art rock thing. I've done the mother thing. I've driven around the suburbs looking for the supermarket. I've had an interesting journey. But I have yet to write any music, Lord. So music, could you come to me on the wings of the angels and find me, dear God? And then a song was born. It was born in my bed when I was diagnosed with lupus and under chemotherapy, and the lyrics came out full steam. 1, 2, 3. Chemotherapy was written in a night, and the words and the music came out as one. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't just a lyricist, I was a musician as well, and that all happened because of...
What?
Divine inspiration.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I was a lyricist. I was a weirdo and a lyricist for a long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
Weirdo. She tries to put that
Donna,
off on
I played with that whole art rock downtown post-punk avant-garde scene.
Oh, yeah.
You were there.
I know the story.
You were there.
Yeah, Peter Blue.
I think you were probably there in one of those clubs.
I probably saw one of your gigs.
Yeah, I probably saw one of your gigs.
That was back in the 30s.
That was in the late 80s. Thank you very much. No, that was the early 80s, actually, before Gillian was born. Although she looks like she's 3 times older than me.
Oh! You better watch it.
Well, you quit doing that to me.
You're listening to Dave's Gone By on AM 1240 WGBB Freeport and AM 1240 WGBB.com with the Housewives on Pro. I don't even own this show anymore. I'm just watching some women be weird here. Yeah, continue.
Oh, man.
Well, we're setting up the chemotherapy song, so
chemo.
tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you, because we have Donna sort of hanging there.
Yeah, okay.
Can we just hear her talk again? Because does she not have the most absolutely fabulous voice?
Oh, yeah, I should have my own radio show. It would be called Forget About It. Forget About It.
Forget About It Live.
Forget About It Live. With Donna Boomchick Kelly.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's a question that she can kind of take part in. Since you're the songwriter, at what point do you sort of step back and allow the band to change or shape things or make the sound of it? Or is it all you and then you just say, like, you play this way, it should sound like this, and boom?
All right, here's what she does.
And now this is Gillian talking.
Yes, this is Gillian. This is what she does. She has this little tape recorder, and apparently this is what Mariah Carey does, too, so it can't be that bad. She plays it, she's in the car driving, and she sits there and she goes, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, and then I was walking, oh, yeah, and then she comes and she plays that for everybody else and says, isn't that going to be a great song?
What should we do with this?
No, it's a little better than that, but she brings in the basic kind of structure of the song, the lyrics, sings us the tune, usually plays it on her guitar, and then we go from there as a band. We add pieces, we kind of feel it and bring on the groove.
And does anybody actually transcribe? Do you read the music, or is it more like a rock band where you know it and you play it?
I actually do usually bring in chord changes.
Chord change, yeah.
Yeah, she actually
Well,
knows
we arrange it pretty much together all the
like
time.
Yeah.
You know, we come up with different groove ideas, and you know, Joy's always willing to hear our ideas, and of course, if she likes them, they're in.
But do any of the other band members write songs at all, or?
Oh, Donna, everybody writes. Gillian's got a bunch of songs recorded. Donna writes. Donna plays wonderful guitar and sings really sexy slow. Will you want to sing a little?
No.
Oh, come on,
you have a guitar
Dawn.
there? We can do it.
I don't sing.
Dawn, yes,
Joy
you
thinks
do.
I sing.
Come on, baby. Come on,
sing.
baby.
One of my goals, actually, because every single person in the band is immensely talented, and the whole thing about Housewives is really bringing out the passion in everybody. And it's great that I have my passion and that I'm surrounded by all these amazing people who want to, ride the wave with me. But each of them also has their own passion, and within each audience that we go to, each of those women have their own passion.
Right.
And what we want to do is be a vehicle for everybody to really explore their vitality and
the men too.
Yeah, and the men too. But so my point is like with each of the girls in my band, one of my ultimate goals is definitely that we have an entire album of co-created music where Donna puts a song or two on, Gillian puts a song or two on, Kyle puts a song or two on, I put a song, because I have a solo album as well. I don't have it here, but so we've all contributed and we have this piece of music that's us collectively, but also our individual voices.
It's the Housewives' White Album, basically.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'd be really into that. And we do this thing called Mama Palooza, which is all mother rockers. And that happens.
That's Mother Rockers, ladies and gentlemen, in case the FCC is listening. Okay. Rockers.
It happens once a year in New York City. We do Mother Poets, Mother Rockers, Mother Storytellers.
It's a great night.
Yeah, it's a fabulous night.
Do you do folk music and you become Mother Folkers?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, we don't do folk, but we invite moms who do folk.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you?
I got that. I just got that engineer right there. Like
Dave,
nervous about the
years
words.
off his life.
Dave is twitching wildly in his seat here.
You didn't get it?
Well, that's my passion, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, lupus. Tell us about the delightful
chemotherapy.
Why would you get chemotherapy for
delightful
lupus?
chemotherapy.
Yeah, okay.
Because lupus is an autoimmune illness where your body mistakes itself as the enemy. And so
that happened to Michael Jackson. Yeah, okay.
That was pretty quick. So anyway, so they do anything they can to shut your immune system down, and chemo aggressively when you're as sick as I was one of the only tools they had. I don't know how well it worked. I guess it saved me, but it didn't save my kidneys. So
she wrote this great song from it. I mean, hey.
But are you cured? Or are you in remission, or how does that all work?
Technically, once you have a kidney but lupus can go into remission. Or you can just live with it. Like Gillian actually has lupus too. We're oddly enough.
Yeah, we both.
You have no relation. I mean, it's just wow.
No, it's not catching or anything. Don't worry. I see you moving back in your chair.
My kidney. I'm back into my
Don't worry, I haven't caught it yet.
That was what was so weird.
Caught it yet. Yeah.
It was weird is that when I saw Joy's bumper sticker and before I joined the band, I didn't know she had lupus, and I was just going through the period of time where I was figuring out what I was going through and my pain and then.
And both of you, but how are you?
I'm doing really well, although
we almost didn't do the radio show. You remember I called you last week.
Yeah, I thought you were just sick with a cold.
No, we did. We've done 3 shows. We did a medical center Christmas party. We did the Galleria Mall, and we did a shop down in Soho. We were playing in her store window. We've done 4 times now. A store down on Grand Street called Yasu. And Gillian was crispy fried. She does a bunch of shows like that. She works her job. She's...
I often joke around that I go to bed at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
She really does.
I really do.
She really does.
Wild partying. Yeah.
So man. I didn't know whether she was gonna, be able to get it together to fly here all the way from the West Coast, and the fact that she did really made me thrilled.
What?
Oh, Dilly.
It's like mostly truth, but with a little West Coast thrown in there.
Okay. That wasn't the
no,
word.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough every day, but if you learn to kind of live with the basic pain, the joint pain and stuff like that, and battle through and realize that every moment is precious, and to live each day as if it were your last.
That's right.
That's one of Joy's
song like that. Actually, we don't have it with.
Oh, okay.
But
we do have, and in fact, the intro to the song on the disc kind of tells a little bit of the story anyway. So why don't we go to that?
Okay.
This is the chemotherapy song. It's off the live CD. It's called Housewives on Prozac Live.
And this is Donna Kelly banging away on drums, me singing,
baby.
and Gillian supporting it all.
Here we go.
Sing.
Housewives on Prozac with a happy little tune called Chemotherapy. Actually, it's Chemo on the back of the album. The full title of the song is Chemotherapy. Well, whichever you prefer, but Joy Rose, something Crane, Gillian Crane, Donna on the phone, and Feather Boy, Feather Thing Duster Boy, Anthony Thing Boy, who is actually the adopted child of Gillian. The whole big story there was not necessarily what it is.
Only on Thursdays.
What's with the frog hat? Is that just for fun? We've got Joy Rose wearing a frog on her head. I think it's
it's big.
a peace frog.
Who designed it?
It's green.
Yeah.
It doesn't say ribbit though. It's a very quiet hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And it's large, right?
Sorry, I'm asked. Okay.
It's very large and stunning.
It's very cool. No, I love frogs. I have 2 frogs at home.
And I grew a frog on my head actually too.
Oh.
They're in now, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Donna gets it. She's from New York City. She's got it. She's from Manhattan.
Everybody in New York wears frogs.
This is true?
Big trend.
This is locusts and boils next? Anywho, real music live, since you guys are in the studio. I've got 3 live human people here, plus 1 on the phone who can, I guess, bang the phone receiver on the table. You want to do a rap? You want to do a joke? You want to do a song? What do you want to do?
Well, Don, are you ready? You have to go out and meet some friends, right, baby? Or can
Whatever.
You stay?
I'm hanging here.
You're hanging
to the show, baby.
Okay,
baby.
Because we're better with you.
I'll play the bongos from here, Donna. Don't worry.
There you go.
Donna, you want to hear Feather Boy?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay. Over cornflakes in the kitchen, my daughter says, I love you. I say, I love you too. And I begin to contemplate from beginning to the end how this cycle twists and bends into the eternal. Tie your shoes, wash your face, clear your dishes, clear your plate. This is my mantra, 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 mantra.
Ding dong! Snap out of it!
But the days are too soon passing, while this love is everlasting. I don't know. In the daily ritual of a simple life, I see my blessing lay before me. Make your bed, comb your hair, hurry up, play fair, take a bath, don't hurt your sister or your brother. Please be kind to one another. Please be kind to one another. Please be kind to one another. And always listen to your mother. Over cornflakes, over cornflakes, over cornflakes.
Maybe frosted flakes. How about pancakes? Mommy, can you make me some waffles?
Yeah.
All right.
He's pretty good, huh, Donna?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Not only was
that a doorbell that went off?
Yeah, look who just came in. Oh my, Santa Claus, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were going to come early. Santa.
It came early and often.
According to the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, both male reindeer and female reindeer grow antlers in the summer each year. Male reindeer, however, drop their antlers at the beginning of winter, usually late November to mid-December. Female reindeer retain their antlers till after they give birth in the spring. Therefore, according to every historical rendition depicting Santa's reindeer, every single one of them, from Rudolph to Blitzen, had to be a girl. We should have known only women, while pregnant, would be able to drag a fat man in a red velvet suit all around the world in one night and not get lost.
Yeah, baby. Oh, see, there's the happy...
Oh, bye-bye, Santa.
See you later. Santa smoked too much this year, man.
Yeah, well...
emphysema or something.
Santa can rap.
Yeah.
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 Santa
do
can
another rap for us, Gillian.
Anthony. Feather Boy. Go ahead.
What do you want to do?
The Santa's going to rap a second.
And Donna, you can join in too.
Santa.
Oh, baby.
It's Anthony, you know. Well, go ahead, Santa. It's me again. Yes, how did you guess? 'Cause the last time you were really impressed, and now I'm bolder. Cold, getting colder, and at the very same time you're getting a patty potty and it's older. But now it's all the rage, far too long. Made mistakes that allowed me fat and ugly belly get in my way. Santa, you know what you look like? say. I'm no in-between, no top of the rack or the pearl and queen. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. I ain't got no time for no boo-boo.
Okay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, the
say the
radio.
last
I'm
word.
completely entertained, ladies.
Say that again.
What, sorry?
What'd
Donna?
you say, Don?
I said I'm completely entertained over here.
You are?
Yeah.
Well,
You know
good.
what? The reindeer left little pellets on the way out here.
But they're candy cane color. That's the shape of them. I do have to apologize while they were wrapping it. The station has some wonderful things about it, but one of the horrible things is they've got a freaking doorbell that sounds actually in the studio.
Fabulous.
Because it's the only way that you can hear
How else
people
are we
coming
going
in.
to know when Santa gets here?
I know,
early?
it is rather loud. Okay, well, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm
Those
Jewish,
rules.
so I don't even want Santa here.
my
Yeah.
Oh, I think did he
That's
insult us?
horrible.
That's
horrible.
I'm nailing Santa to a crucifix after the show.
Oh, get Santa out of here.
We have to go to break. We have a couple of commercials to do, but they're only going to take about a minute, and then we will be back with more of the Housewives on Prozac. Just Joy there talking about getting off a little bit about something.
Getting off.
That's what I heard, or something about the frog on her head,
I was
perhaps.
simply
With my
saying
son
that
here?
Gillian is 6'2" and still growing at the age of 30.
77.
How old are you? 30.
I'm 30.
You're 30. She's
Mother
30.
of-
Well, were you?
And still
did
single.
you grow an inch recently?
Wait, she's still single even though she has an adopted 12-year-old son who's already gone through puberty.
And you wonder why I'm single. You just wonder.
Yeah,
6'2" with an adopted
She
son.
puts him in the cage
named
at night,
Fortune.
invites a date over, and all he does is rattle the cage the whole time she's trying to kiss the new guy. It's terrible.
Okay. Well, there's a lead into slow motion emotion that I don't want to think about. That will be the next song, Joe, by the way. Why don't we play it?
Wait, we're all stunned
which
here.
is cute. Yeah.
Slow motion emotion.
Getting slow motion emotional with the Housewives on Prozac. Here with Joy Rose, with Featherboy, with Gillian Crane, with Donna on the drums. I'm sorry, I don't remember Donna's last name. And sorry, Kelly. And why don't you, since they're not here, who are the other members of the band, please?
Kyle and Bert.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, let me just say her name lovingly. Kyle and Bert.
Known as Whoop-An.
Known as Whoop-An Bert. And Angela Babin on guitar. Angela's our newest member. And my cousin, my sweet little cousin, Susan Graham on bass.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to talk about vaginas?
Yes.
Yes, I love talking. There's something about the word vagina that just feels good to say. Everybody, if you're driving in your car, if you're at home with the radio on, just say it once out loud, okay? Ready? 1, 2,
Come on, Donna.
3. Vagina. No, seriously. Some of you were just like laughing, thinking, I'm not going to say it.
No, I think some people just click their radio off, actually.
Oh, maybe. But try it again.
People are afraid.
Vagina. It feels so good.
People are
depends
afraid.
what you do with it, yeah.
I think people are afraid to admit, especially once you have children, like where they actually came from. Because we get to a certain age and we want to sort of fool our children into thinking, that we never had sex so that they hopefully won't ever have sex.
The stork is coming.
Yeah, and throw on these burlap bag
Well,
dresses.
storks have anal, by the way, just so that's why it throws them completely off.
They have what?
Don't, keep going.
Go on, babe. Don't.
Donna?
Out there tonight.
Now that she's brought the subject up, what do you have anything to say about, vaginas?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have tons to say about it.
Well,
it's all private.
It's all private?
Well, private part, anyway, yeah, but what?
Bada boom.
Bada boom.
Thank you.
Bada boom.
That was a good one.
No, seriously, we do a bit in the play, right, where we talk about, that,
Oh, Jilly goes on and on.
She goes
go on and on.
Do you want to sing that little song that you do?
Go ahead, Anthony. You give me the guitar solo. You know Sweet Home in Alabama? Well, here it goes. Sweet home in my vagina. Lord,
yeah, okay.
And when they're older, how did you
we
get?
can't go any
Ready
further
to
with that.
put-
Get Dave in trouble.
Yeah.
Delicious Dave would be...
Delicious. Dave, you are so delicious. You're
Thank
married,
you.
aren't you, Dave?
I am married, yes.
Oh, yes.
Man.
Only 2 of us in the band. 3 of us in the band are married, actually.
3 married, 1 lesbian, and 1
No,
in the
2
single.
lesbian.
2 lesbian.
1 single.
And there's 6 altogether.
Yeah, there's 6
I thought you had a
members.
married lesbian in there, which
We've
is
got
Massachusetts. You could, but
yes, right. But in New York, you have to, can't do that actually. Still, we like to be politically correct and cover all of our.
We played at
all the
Pride,
bases.
New York City. It was very fun this year. In Bryant Park, in the rain. It was really good. The Pride rally, and it was good, and the march was good. Right, Donna?
Yeah, and we did what? Ithaca too, right?
Oh yeah, we did a
Women's Festival.
Although
Very beautiful.
Okay. Let's play a bit of don't even
Wild,
know if
wonderful lesbians.
Yeah.
I wrote this song. I know what you're going to
yeah.
play next because we started talking about vaginas, and every woman has one. Most do
Most,
anyway.
yeah.
And
Some have two.
Yes.
Very
and,
scary when you see that.
And some have them removed and put something else in their place. But then they're not really women anymore. They're
Bowling balls, basically. I don't know.
Something altogether. Also interesting and true. And this next song actually is written for my next door neighbors in Westchester. There were these two women, and they
Very
wanted
shocking.
to,
They're gay.
They wanted to have
Look
a
out.
family. They had one child, and then they had another. I don't know exactly the technicality of how they achieved this female couple, but it was a beautiful thing. And they asked me to write a song for them, so I did. It's called "Gay Girls Make Great Moms."
On WGBB with the Housewives on Prozac. Just have a minute or two or three to talk with them before, unfortunately, we have to let them go. Until they come back next time, please do. It's been great fun, guys.
Thanks.
Gals.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks
Donna.
for having us, Dave.
Yeah.
So tell me, gigs, where can people see you?
People can see us. Well, first of all, it's always good to check out the website, www.housewivesonprozac.com, and Prozac is spelled with a C, and for those of you who don't know. And our next local gig would probably be, the closest thing would be the Cutting Room in New York City on January 29th. That's on West 24th Street. All of our gigs are always posted on the website. And Ladies Home Journal is actually doing a story on us, which will be coming out in March. And that's the closest gig to Long Island, but we're always game for new venues. So if there are any listeners out there that want to recommend places, I oftentimes follow up on things that friends and fans send to me through the internet, and maybe we can come play someplace near you. We have played a bunch of shows out in Fire Island in the summertime.
We have a 50th birthday
We did Good Morning Long Island.
We did Good Morning Long Island. Yeah, that's right. We have some nice video footage from that. We did the Manhasset Inn, a couple of places a few years ago out here. And, we'd love to come back to Long Island. I mean, this is maybe the beginning of it. What do you say, Dave? You
sounds
never know.
Sounds great. You're certainly
we also
invited,
do private.
yeah.
We've done some private parties out here.
Well, we won't talk
too.
about those.
Birthday,
I think.
birthday parties.
Yeah.
Private parts. Private parts.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
all they
much.
have to do is, pay us and send a limo, and we're happy to play.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Thank you, Joy Rose. Thank you, Gillian. Thank you, Featherboy. Thank you, Donna. Thank
you, Dave.
Let's hear
Thank you, Dave.
one last
Thank you,
cut.
Dave.
Thank you. Let's hear one last cut from the live album, Housewives on Prozac Live. This is good enough, and it's certainly
Thank you,
good
everybody
enough.
listening.